Well, one thing that is really taking off here, all you have to do is just kind of go around South Florida on a weekend. There are so many cover bands and they have been for the last couple of years, that are doing really well. If you grew up with a group, I'd almost rather see a good cover band now than to see the original group, because a lot of times the original group, first of all, it makes you feel really old because you're like, gosh, I remember when they were young and hot, and now they're all kinds of just fat and just it's just kind of different.
We're talking to you, Vince Neil.
Well, I forget who it was. It might have been Robert Plant. It was one of those old time legends that said, I don't know, man, it just gets kind of depressing seeing people holding on to that dream when they get to a certain age. If they're real old and it looks like they're about to fall over and die on stage, you go, I don't want to see that.
Dennis, can you put up the photo that I sent you of Axl Rose and Slash, Guns N' Roses, the group? And I was looking at this. I saw this on social media over the weekend. And, they're a group that it was the late 80s when they really, started to take off. And they're still touring and doing their kind of thing. But, hey, when you get older, you have a propensity to put on a little bit more weight. And Axl Rose used to be rail thin, when he was young and hot. And it's a photo of him on stage. And he almost kind of looks like, remember Fat Bastard from the Austin Powers?
Oh, no, I'm looking at it.
And it's him on the microphone. And the whole thing is just people trolling. They put Appetite for Desserts across the top of it because their album was called Appetite for Destruction. I was like, oh, my gosh, that's just absolutely terrible. And then all the comments are just puns and jokes about Guns N' Roses.
Buns N' Roses.
Yeah, well...
He looks like Meatloaf. If Meatloaf put on about 20 pounds.
Look, that's either a really bad angle or he's gained a lot of weight recently. I'm not saying he was rail thin a year ago, but is that a bad angle?
I don't know. I hope so. So like all the comments, one person put Triple X Rose, not Axl Rose. Somebody put Sweet Tooth of Mine. November Gain. One person wrote, I used to love her, now I ate her. Which that was the song that they had.
Don't read the comments, Axl.
Do not.
Somebody else put Guts and Roses.
Just terrible.
Welcome to the jungle. We got Boston creams. Slurp corn syrup from your cup and never eat your greens. Aye. Yeah, a whole knocking on Denny's door. I mean, the comments are just, I hope Axl Rose did not see this post.
Seriously, I hope he just turns off the comments on any future post.
But Kevin, you're kind of like me. Sometimes those kind of comments kind of slap you back into reality and you kind of get it going.
You're right. I've had that happen.
For me, I'm that way.
I've had that happen. So maybe I'll get Axl Rose on a health quest after he sees Appetite for Desserts.
That's a lot of comments.
It's a lot.
You got a couple comments.
No, I had an article written about me that went viral.
Yes,
so don't tell me about anything.
Well, if you love cover bands, I have got to tell you about one that is pretty amazing. It's not Blink 182. It's Blink Juan-82.
Oh, Juan?
They're
like
Mexican.
Juan?
Yes.
This is so awesome.
They do Blink 182 songs, but with a Mexican flair.
Mariachi?
Yep. Basically, yeah. They got all the instrumentations of if they were kind of a Mexican pop band.
I love it.
I need somebody in always. The six strange darkness comes creeping up, so hunting every time. Así que empecé a contar todas las telarañas. Entra para mí, devoran víctimas, like indecision to call you, and hear your voice of treason. Will you come home and stop this pain tonight? Stop this pain tonight. Don't waste your time on me. You're already the voice inside my head. Lost the skin when we
So what do you think of Blink 182, Virginia?
I love this.
That's a great concept.
That is amazing.
If I walked into a bar and Blink 182 was playing,
Yes.
I would be so happy.
Would love it. Do you remember one cover band that they used to have? I remember they especially were kind of big back in like the 90s, maybe the 2000s. They were called Lez Zeppelin. It was
Yes.
a Led Zeppelin cover band, but they
Yes.
did reggae, and their lead singer was like Fat Elvis. He was an Elvis impersonator, and then they did Led Zeppelin reggae tunes.
Well, since my baby left me, the new place to dwell. It's down at the end of Lonely Street. That's a Heartbreak Hotel.
So it was kind of
Led
a mashup.
Zeppelin, reggae, and Elvis?
Yeah, so it's Elvis, it's Led Zeppelin, and it's reggae all mixed together into Dread Zeppelin.
It's a lot. It's busy.
It's a lot.
That was a lot. Okay, what do you...
We don't need Elvis on that one. We could have been just fine with the Dreads and the Leds. Elvis makes it too much.
I don't know. I got to go and check. I have to see it first because sometimes too much is just enough.
Do you like this concept better? It's Lez Zeppelin.
All
Yeah.
women, lesbians.
Yep.
I love it.
That's pretty good.
It's a good concept.
It is, yeah. Better than Dread Zeppelin?
I mean, Dred Zeppelin didn't sound bad. It just was a lot
It
going
was a
on.
lot, yeah.
The sound quality of Dred Zeppelin was a better recording. The poor lesbians didn't have somebody professional recording that.
True. Yeah, I was a live version of that. There's also a McDonald's themed Black Sabbath cover band. They have Grimace on the bass, Ronald McDonald's on vocals, and they call themselves Mac Sabbath.
Oh my gosh.
Now that's awesome.
I need it.
Okay, that's pretty good. There's also Richard Cheese and Lounge Against the Machine. They take hard rock rap and they put this cheesy Vegas style lounge song
To turn it into like
feel to it.
lounge music. I love
Yes.
that.
Rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice. With my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice.
Okay, all right.
There's this band and they're accompanied by this really sad clown who's got an amazing voice, but they rock out and he sings all of these cover songs and they're very popular on YouTube. I'm sure you've seen them before.
Okay.
They have a popular name. They've been around for a good, I want to say 10 years now, and they do numbers. But
Yeah.
it's very jazzy, and then the clown gets on there and sings, and it's just bizarre, man.
They're making money, some of these guys. There is an all-woman AC/DC cover band. You know what
Love
they call
it.
themselves? AC/DC.
Oh, that's
Okay. Not too bad.
There's a band called Sheezer, and it's all women that do Weezer covers.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And have you guys seen Minnie Kiss?
I mean,
Yes.
we interviewed them.
Yeah. They've been around for a little while, but yeah, they're dwarves and they do Kiss music and very well. And they make a ton of money. They talked about that.
They're a legit viable band that people want.
They wear the makeup, do the costumes.
I love it.
everything. All right. Big sound out of Minnie Kiss. Yeah, they're all over the place.
I'd rather listen to them than the real Kiss.
A lot of people would.
Only because Kiss is
I think they sound great.
Kiss is
Can't say the same about Kiss.
Kiss is just a bunch of douches.